Good morning, Dokkan Ninja Turtles. Welcome back to another video. We have my rare coffee this morning. I usually don't have coffee in the morning, but rare coffee this morning because we have a lot to get through. We have some EZAs and we have a new Super Saiyan 3 mini Daima Goku with also, well, Supreme Kai mini as well to look at. And we have some new information for the upcoming content for Dokkan. We're going to have another Supreme Magnificent Battle RE stage. Well, or stages. Remember the highest difficulty, you know how that one kind of sort of was last time. And then we have new stages here for Supreme King Demon and down through here as well with all out battles. And I don't know, are we looking at Ultimate Clash? Regardless, let's go ahead and clear all of that off, and then we're going to switch over to Twitter so we can go ahead and look at all of these units. But before we do that, if you haven't already hit that like button, I greatly appreciate you doing so. It helps out the channel quite a bit. We're trying to get to 50,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and every single last one of you guys hitting the like button, sharing, commenting helps out tremendously. So I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Let's get to 50,000. Okay, so here we are with the information. Now we're going to scroll all the way down here and actually look at the super attacks first, because I know a lot of people like to see the super attacks for everything first. So we're going to take a look at that. And I mean, that's a card that we've seen a long time ago. Intro. Super Saiyan 3 do is in there? You know, it's funny. I think I made a call for that for the previous video, not the Tonki's animations, but the previous video talking about the Dokkan stuff for the speculation when we had the teaser. I said something about Super Saiyan 3 do. I was not expecting them to incorporate him in a unit super attack or an active skill. Did Goku just have 2 super attacks? Hold on. Oh, an EX. Okay, so it's an EX super. Oh, all right. Oh wow, they remembered EX super attacks. We ain't had an EX super attack in so long. I feel like they forgot about the mechanic, but seeing as this is the last units for this meta, I kept saying the whole entire time, one of these units has got to be an EX, because I only get a few of them out of this meta. Is like you introduce something and then was like, not that much of it. Like, what are we doing? So the Super Dragon Fist, though, massively raises attack and raises defense for 1 turn and causes ultimate damage to the enemy. Raises all allies' chance to perform a crit hit by 100% for 1 turn. Hold on, is he on Beast Gohan's team for a second? Dragon Ball Seekers, yeah, Master Evolution, Transformation Boost, Daima, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 3. By the way, that's another category that Loki is getting a little more units in, but it still ain't reached its maximum yet. Pure Saiyans, Time Travelers, Goku's Family, Turtle School, Power of Friendship, Accelerated Battle, Battle of Fate, Bond of Parent and Child, Earth-bred Fighters, and Kamehameha. Wait, what was Beast Gohan's again? Because I'm thinking Beast Gohan should, yeah, Bond of Parent and Child. I think Beast Gohan should be in that one because of Pan. Like, I mean, he did have his outrage with Piccolo and Pan, you know what I'm saying? But He should be on that if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so I'm looking at Gohan's, yeah, bond of parent and child, master disciple. We have Earthbred and all that. So I mean, I know demonic power, he's going to be in that, but it's interesting because I went straight to there first because I see Dragon Ball Seekers and Mastered Evolution and then transformation boost. I'm pretty sure ain't no way this man ain't in transformation boost. Why? We know it's a transformation. Why would he not be in transformation boost? That makes literal no sense whatsoever at all. I mean, he's not going to be, F that. F that quite a bit, but for his own category, damn it, I was hoping that maybe that was going to connect here, unless I'm missing something out of this one, but I don't think he's going to be any of on this team except for Goku's family, or something along the lines of that for another leader that allows, like, looking at the 200% the leaders here, like, obviously if you put him on the Daima team, then it's cool, he'll be on the rotation because demonic power and stuff, he will be in that in there, which makes a lot of sense there. Demonic power, getting a little bit of a buff as well too, but that would have been so great for Beast Gohan, not gonna lie, because these being the last units for this meta, I'm like expecting them to be at least on the same level as the Metal Cooler Army. Like I'm expecting that. So again, Dragon Ball Seekers Mastered Evolution or Transformation Boost category, key +3, HP 200%. You already know how that goes from this one. I don't think I need to say that, but you do have the Daima and also the Power Beyond Super Saiyan there. So that's pretty solid. Now, activates the interest animation when 3 or more Dragon Ball Seekers or Mastered Evolution category allies are on the team upon the character's entry. Attack and defense one time 300% and guards all attacks and launches an additional super attack for 5 turns. Wow, okay. For 5 turns, that's, oh man, okay, hold on. I just seen that basic effect is key +3 and attack and defense 300%. Changes key spirits to AGL to rainbow. Okay, so we like a good Orm Changer to help out on the field. Chance to perform a crit hit and chance to evade enemies attacks and damage reduction rate 33%. That 33% there. So you have damage reduction 33, and then you have chance to perform a crit hit 33, and also evade at 33%. With 6 or more super class allies on the team, launches an additional super attack. So you already had that one built in right there for 5 turns. So now you're looking at 4 super attacks. Survives KO attacks up to once within a turn. Okay, so we already have the gimmick from Ultra Instinct Goku there. And then for 3 turns for the character's entry turn, damage reduction rate 33% up before attacking. So he has 66% chance, 66% chance of, not chance, but damage reduction. Still the 33% chance for evade and also crit. And when attacking with an active skill or attacking with 12 or more key, attack 333%, recovers 3 HP, and HP is 1% or when HP is 1% or less. Oh, okay. All right. So if you survive, then you come back out on the next one and you pop that active skill, yada yada yada, you're gonna get that. Or attacking with 12 key. Okay. And if one time only, recovers 30% of HP when HP is 1% or less. So if you somehow survive the turn, like if you're running a dodge team or whatever, and you get that, that's not bad, because then you'll recover and then you go back in, and then the next one, if something happens, will recover as well if you put him in the last slot. Like right now, low key, I'm looking at him like I don't see nothing that tells me be in the slot 1. So when receiving an attack, okay, with 12 or more, defense 333. Okay, never mind. I should have proofread a little bit. Chance of evading enemies attacks 33% when HP is 33% or less. Okay, so you have to have that. So you have to be low on HP. If you were running like a low HP team, that like got a whole lot of buffs, the lower the HP is and stuff like that, then I can see this being a sort of a gimmicky thing that you would still have to have a couple other, you know, cards to sort of perform very well with low HP to sort of go crazy. But I can sort of see that happening there. For every key spear obtained, chance to perform a crit hit 10%. So yeah, there's the reason why he's changing key spears, because he needs that for the crit, for the extra crit, for basically trying to get a guaranteed crit. I mean, you already get 33% chance up there. I'm you know what, I'm not gonna say he's like, oh my god level right now, but I can see him being pretty solid. And if you throw him on a power beyond Super Saiyan team with Super Saiyan 4s and stuff like that, you still have Super Saiyan 4 AGL Goku that's going to be giving him a buff as well with damage reduction. So you know, I can see it. And also defense, I can see it. Well, let's keep going here. So active skill and can be activated when there is a demonic power category ally attacking in the same turn or starting from the 5th turn from the character's entry turn once only. Raises attack by... I just wanted to make sure that I was seeing these with these 4 eyes. Hold on, let me get some coffee too. I just want to make sure I am seeing what I'm seeing with my own eyes. Raises attack by 1,333% temporarily, causes ultimate damage to the enemy and recovers 30% of HP. Dragon Ball Seekers and Mastered Evolution category allies defense 30% for 3 turns. I was wondering where the support was for him, and okay, there it was. He's already healing you, and surviving KOs once within a turn, and also he only gets 1 heal back each time. But if you're running double, then there you go. But I mean, if you 3 turns, that's gonna stack to 60, and you're getting a lot of HP back. So if you're in a bad situation, you're gonna get stuff back. But 1,333%. Okay, that's gonna be a massive attack stat. And if he's somehow raising attack and defense like Festival Battle, like stackers, then that's wild. Let me see this. So greatly raises, okay, so we've seen the first one with a greatly raises attack and defense with the super attack, right, with the original. But I want to see the EX, because the greatly raises attack and defense, causes immense damage. Okay, but when the first attack in the turn is a super attack that performs a crit hit, 60% chance of, okay, now we got okay, so 60% chance of the super attack becoming an EX super attack. Massively raises attack and raises defense 1 turn and causes, I'm going to assume that's ultimate damage. Yeah, so if you get, I want to correct myself, because at first I don't know why I was thinking it was just a super Dragon Fist, a regular super attack, but it's actually the EX super attack. So I want to clarify that now. But yeah, so it's a 60% chance of getting that. Now, like you said, if you are going to run a Goku's family team or something like that, like technically yes you can. I keep forgetting that you have Daima Goku. What am I talking about? And it's demonic power as well too. So yes, technically yes, you can run them on a team. It's just not going to be one of their leaders. You have to have another person for the leader. So realistically, they technically buffed the dog shit out of Beast Gohan, but not in the way that we were expecting to just buff him directly. So if you have him and then you have, ooh, that's tough. Because yeah, you're gonna have to run him on the first slot, but right now I feel like the best one would have been running the Super Saiyan 3 Goku with actually, you know what? That's not that terrible, because running the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, then running Daima Goku adult Super Saiyan 4, and then having the other rotation be Super Saiyan 3 Daima Goku mini, and then also the mini Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku, and literally having Beast Gohan in like the 3rd slot or whatever. I mean, if there's a bunch of attacks in the back, that's great, because he's already got his super attack off. He's critting. If you get the EX, he's immediately critting. Everything's a crit. No shit, what am I talking about? Yeah, because it'd just be one of them. well, shit, no. One of my, it's just busting because you can't run two of them. It's just one of them because I forgot. I'm getting ahead of myself. It's only going to be adult Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So you'd have to run two of him and they only have one of them, which you would have to get lucky and have him on the rotation so you can get the actual crit. If you have, what I'm saying basically is if you have Beast Gohan, you're getting your crits now from him if you're running that Daima demonic power sort of team. And that's not terrible really at all, because depending on what the worldwide celebration is or the global Dokkan campaign necessarily is, depending on how that goes for part 1 and part 2, it can look pretty solid for the mans. Now that that's been talked about, let's go over to the spicy unfeatured unit for Daima and Dragon Ball Seeker. So we do have Supreme Kai Mini Daima here. Yeah, 130 across the board, 3 for Daima and Super Dragon Ball Heroes. I'm gonna assume since the Goku only had support really in his EX because of the crit and then the active skill for the defense, I'm gonna assume he's gonna have a lot more support and probably be a slot 3. I'm gonna assume, like, if he's a slot 1, 2, and then I'm gonna be like, well, okay, you know, whatever, let's see how this goes. Oh, he talking a lot. Are we talking a lot? Basic effect, yeah, attacking defense 250, Daima and Dragon Ball Seeker category allies key +2 and attacking defense 40%, high chance to evade enemies attack. Okay, so he's gonna be a dodger. When there's a lot of them on the team that is dodgers, by the way, for Daima. So okay, when there's a Daima or Dragon Ball Seeker category enemy, attack 150%. So that's gonna be probably really good with that Goma battle we're probably gonna have out of this. So yeah, launches an additional super attack when the character is the first attacker in the turn, changes key spears AGL to SCR. When it's in the second slot, AGL to tech. When in the third slot, AGL to physical. So basically any AGL, he's just changing that immediately. So, and we already have AGL changing to Rainbow, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, you got a lot of that going on there, so you can just sort of pick where you want them to change whatever. So that's actually, that's not a bad strategy with bombs, with enemies that have the bombs and stuff like that. You can sort of take away whatever bombs you necessarily want to take away on them. You can pop them in and remove them, so that's not terrible. When there are 3 Daima category or 3 Dragon Ball Seeker category allies attacking in the same turn, changes Key Spears Int to Rainbow. Okay, so now you have 2 that are being changed, which probably is going to be really good, especially if one of these new events are very hard and they have bombs, a gimmick on them. That's probably going to be very, very good. Attack 350% and defense 150%. So you already have 250 here with another 150 there. So that brings you to the total of 400 attack right there. And then you have another 350. So now you have 750 with still just 400% defense. But you know, the defense is something, because if he's a dodger, then there's a reason why they're not giving him that much defense really at all. But attacks are effective against all types. Launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. So not bad. Already has another one built in. And again, if you're facing a Daima, you already have another one, so you're already up to 4. And before attacking, chance of evading enemies attacks 35%. Yeah, okay, so that high chance is already 50%. So now you're looking at like an 85% chance. So basically, you can run him in slot 1 if you really, really want to. That's not terrible. That's really not. When attacking with 12 or more key, you get another attack and defense 250. So that's 650 defense and what, 1,000 attack. Keep in mind, end of a meta, we still have 2 more EZAs to look at, and this is, and whatever these calculations are will genuinely be a whole lot different when we get to another meta, because that's going to be another ramp up. So that 1333 on the Goku right now is low-key kind of scaring me a bit, because now I'm like, whatever is for the global Dokkan campaign might be absolutely massive. And I'm just going to tell you something really quick to sort of keep it in the back of your mind, is that we haven't got a new leader skill for super and extreme yet. and that's even at 200% or anything. Like I think the last it stopped was like what 150 or something, 150 or 170, maybe 150 right now, because I think the last ones were the mono leads for that, but Merge Zamasu and then the God Boys. Well, not the God Boys, but the Blue Boys. We Saiyans have no limit boys. Concerning, because if Namek is there, then you could just automatically default that into like, you know, Goku and Frieza or something. Like you could do something along the lines of that, but again, you never know. A new meta change, new rules, you never know. And that would completely bust Dokkan and open Dokkan up quite a bit. And that's something that Dokkan necessarily needs to happen, but that's something that they don't want to necessarily do all that much, because when they do that, then that means that a lot of people won't run all the categories, because they'll look at, well, I still got this, I don't need a category. But if it's another meta change and the categories get extremely higher, you see what I'm saying there. So like, for instance, like if we're looking at like all across the board is 250, or even close to like HP 300%, and then like attack and defense is 250 or something, then that would be like, okay, like what the fuck is going on, if that like it was the case. And then you would be like, oh yeah, well here's 200% or 220 at that point in time, and that would be like, it still would be absolutely incredible, but it wouldn't be like the highest for it. You know what I'm saying. I don't think I need to keep going with that. But when receiving an attack from an enemy who is hit by the character's super attack, defense 200. Okay, so there's where the extra 200. That's all right. So I said that was what, 600? I think 250 here. You have another 150 there. That was 400. And then you have the attack and defense here. Yeah, so 650, and then you have another. Yeah, so 900. Yeah, like 900 defense and damage structure rate 50%. Buddy, dude, this man is actually really good. Whoa, this dude is actually really good. You see the categories that he is in, demonic power, so you already know how that's going. Wow, Daima just got a big buff, and the support as well too is really good. But that's a massive buff, like massive buff. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn. It causes supreme damage with a high chance of stunning the enemy. Like, I couldn't imagine if he was like gave himself even more like dodge or something like that. That would have busted Dokkan wide the hell open at that point. So let's look at these here. So we do have the Super Saiyan 3 Goku from the movie with Hirudegarn, and also Hirudegarn himself to go ahead and take a look at. Now, like I said before, this was something that we knew they were gonna have to pluck something, because there's nothing from Daima that needs EZAs. So they're just plucking things from everything else that they're looking at and going, well, this is close to that. Let's just go ahead and EZA that alongside it, because it's time for them to EZA. That's basically what they're doing in this celebration. So understandable. I don't know if we'll get a super EZA out of it. You have to see what part 2 sort of gives there, because if we get a super EZA, that's really good. It's probably gonna have to be very good depending on who it is, because I don't know if it's gonna be straight from this movie, because yeah, I don't think Super Saiyan 3, I don't think Super Saiyan 3 Tech Goku, he might be close to getting a super EZA, but I don't know if they'll do that, but he might be close. I can't remember. I have to go and check that out or so. But anyway, 170 there with the 33% attack. What? 33? No, 30%. Bro, my so damn small my eyes. I'm still waking up with coffee. I was about to say 33%. That's new. That's really new. I'm not expecting too much from his base just because he transforms, but I do see infinite down there, so we'll see. We will definitely see. And I see greatly raises defense, causes ultimate damage to the enemy. So key +4 attack and defense 200% for 5 turns, and a great chance of performing a crit hit for 5 turns. Attack and defense 250%, so you get 450. Great chance of evading enemies' attacks, so that's a 70% there. When there's another movie bosses or storied figure category, oh, I just forgot about that. If they could go ahead and EZA Tapion and what was it, Minutia, the STR, LR, they could go ahead and EZA those. And I think even the AGL Tapion could get a super EZA. You know what? I just thought about that. So chance of evading enemies attacks 15% for 4 turns. You already have 70%, so you're up to 85. A damage reduction rate 60% for 1 turn. Again, this is 1 turn, 1-time things here, but again, that's 4 turns on it, so you're pretty solid there. And then when attacking, another 250% attack, and receiving it or evading an attack launches an additional super attack. After receiving or evading an attack, infinite. I don't think that applies to every evade or so, because if that was the case, you would just literally be doing a fuck ton of super attacks. But I'm pretty sure it may just be like for the turn or so, like you'll just get an additional super attack that, like, once you evade, boom, now you got an additional super attack. For every attack evaded, you know, then it would say something like that. Defense 50% up to 150. Okay, so I mean, basically, if he's a stacker, which once he gets back in here on the database, actually, am I already spelling his name wrong? I feel like I might already be spelling his name wrong. No, it's HIR, yeah, or HR. What are you? That's your active skill. Oh, it is. His super attack is 99 turns, so he is stacking defense, and it's greatly. Oh, okay, that's what I was thinking for a second. I was like, is he a stacker? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And that's only his base, so all that's stacking over should carry over to when he transforms. Big dogs. He might. I wouldn't done down here. He might be stupid, because you're getting 50% for every attack evaded. Infinite. This fool might be in. Oh my gosh, are you doing extra super attacks in here as well too? Because you got the hidden potential one. Now, yeah. And you have this one, so you have 3 super attacks that you can get. If I'm reading this right, which again, still early, and I'm not even done with this coffee. I'm pretty sure it's cold by now. You know, I kind of hate drinking hot coffee and then going straight to cold. Like, it just, I don't know what it is. It just does something to me on that one. But let me see. Cold. Yeah. Ew. So we might have another defensive crazy dumb unit, and since he is movie bosses, let's see what he's doing in his perfect form. So key +4, attack and defense 300%, launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. Great chance to evade enemies attacks, again 70% for great. Great chance to perform a crit hit when there's another movie bosses or story figure category ally attacking in the same turn. Attacks are effective against all types for 1 turn or just 1 time. Chance to evade enemies attacks 15% for 4 turns. So again, he still keeps the 85. Brother, I hope we do not get another enemy of him, because I still have nightmares from when they gave us the first one of Hirudegarn, the first enemy of Hirudegarn, and he was dodging like crazy back then. It's been years. It's been over a decade. Well, maybe not over a decade, but it's been over half a decade, I think. So I would hate for them to bring this fool back, scarred enough with their bosses that have like a 15 or 30% chance to evade, and it's almost like theirs is active like a lot different than ours. I don't like that. When there's another movie boss, okay, we already read that. When attacking, 250% attack. When receiving an attack, defense 150%. As a first attacker in a turn, attack and defense 150%. After receiving or evading an attack, Infinite launches an additional super attack for every attack evaded, chance to perform a crit hit, and chance to evade enemies attacks 10% within the turn. Dude, if this man dodges 2, you already have over 100. You have basically 100% chance. Like you're over at what 100? Yeah, 105. So if you dodge 1, you have a 95% chance. So if you get screwed over, then you know it's complete RNG that ruined your run. If you somehow dodge 1, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen because the odds in Dokkan, I feel like, don't match the odds of how it should be in percentage in reality. But that's wild. Chance to perform a crit hit, and yeah. And every time the character evades 3 or more attacks. Okay, see, this is what I'm going to say, because he should still be a. Nope, never mind. This is only one time. Now, oh, that's tough. Unless they change it, because he already has greatly raised attack right here. So unless they change this and it goes to 99, because he is doing it for the defense at 99. But if they do this for here, woo. But for so every time the character evades 3 or more attacks in battle, evades enemies attacks within the character's next attack. Oh my god. So you just get guaranteed on the next rotation coming in. You evade 3, which if you evade 2, then you know you should evade the next one. Oh my god. He's ridiculous. Greatly raises, oh yep, see, greatly raises attack for 3 turns and greatly raises defense for 1 turn and causes immense damage and lowers attack and defense. He's amazing. On paper, he looks very amazing. Very amazing, they should look amazing because they are the ends of a meta. Like, that's just how that should be. Let me type in 3 so I can get Super Saiyan 3 Goku up here. And let's go with the STR right here. And then let's see for a second. So 1 turn each time is what he's doing there. And then when he, again, has his mechanic or transforms, you have, yeah, okay, so it's just the finish for the Dragon Fist there. Damage multiplier is 500%. Let's see how this is going to go, because he's not stacking before. So yada yada yada. We don't care about the leader at this moment in time. Basic effects of key +3. Attack and defense 250%. High chance of performing a crit hit. High chance of evade enemies attacks 50%. Launches an additional attack. That's a great chance of becoming a super attack. So that's already up to potential 3. When receiving an attack, defense 200%. So now you're at 450. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack 300% and defense another 200%, off 400. So 650%. As a second or third attacker, and in turn, attack and defense 259%. Wow. So what the fudge? Chance to perform a crit hit plus 20% and a chance to evade enemies attacks 30%. So now that goes to 80%, and yeah, 80%, 70%. So you have a 70% chance to crit, 80% chance to evade. When HP is 70% or less, attack 250, another 259%, and chance to perform a crit hit 50%. And when receiving an unarmed super attack, great chance of nullifying. And you can see that he greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes ultimate damage. And then you can see down through here, unable to attack. And then he has attack and defense 359%. All allies keep +3. And attack and defense 59%. Foresees enemy super attacks, which is very good for that. And a great chance, because that's just basic in it. He's just got that built in. That's very good. Great chance to evade enemies attacks. When receiving an attack, defense another 200%. Damage reduction rate 59%. And then you have for 4 turns for the character's entry turn, attack and defense 259%, and chance to evade enemies attacks enemies attacks 20%. When HP is 70% or less, attack 259%, chance of evading enemies attacks another 20%. And when the finish effect is activated, attack 859% and evades enemies attacks within a turn. So basically he's FU. He's giving you the big old FU. I could download that. I don't want to though. They should be doing the pose, ain't he? Oh, he's not doing the pose. I forgot they saved it for the LR there. I forgot. Yeah, not terrible whatsoever at all. His calculations, you see his calculations there. So with the EX, with the EZA, it's going to be a lot higher. I forgot to even look at Hirudegarn's. I'm sure Hirudegarn's is probably going to be disgusting as well. But yeah, he's got like a massive FU attack. I forgot about that, and now it's just even more buffed. So the more Super Saiyan 3s we get to for a power beyond Super Saiyan or just Super Saiyan 3 category, it's going to be insane for that. But the fact that Metal Cooler Army got another buff and is probably going to walk into another buff again is genuinely insane to me. Like, it's early in the morning as I'm recording this, and you can tell because this has been a very long video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, but the fact that Cooler got another buff basically tells you that they are basically saying F you guys for not summoning for Cooler, for the ones that didn't summon for him. Like, they basically screwed you the hell over, and they're continuing to screw you the hell over to the point where they're making him a must have unit. So the next time he comes back on a banner after the Global Dokkan campaign, which it should be after the Global Dokkan campaign, should be the next banner immediately after Global Dokkan campaign. Yeah, he should be probably one of the most sought out units. Seriously, and I would probably advise you to save whatever coins that you have. I'm just advising you, not telling you what to do, but I would probably say advise you to do that to get him, unless you can somehow pull him on the banner, even if you don't get the main unit, depending on what that main unit looks like. Because again, another meta change, he might mog Cooler, but I doubt it, because Cooler's team is so damn good that no more, like, anytime we get another movie bosses, you know, or Terrifying Conqueror, you just know he's just getting another buff. So it's like whatever unit looks like he's falling off the most, you could just replace that out with another unit and be good. He's literally set up to be goated for quite a bit of time, unless they decide that they want to change it, but I doubt it. Especially with power absorbed as well too. Like, you tend to forget the power absorb, like that's Majin Buu stuff. So he's literally goated from everywhere you really look at, whatever team that you really want to throw him on, like genuine. And artificial life forms as well too. Like, I mean, this guy's stupid. So yeah, I don't know if mini Daima Goku is gonna have that same effect, because just looking at him with Dragon Ball Seekers and in Mastered Evolution, he does obviously have the transformation boost. So again, with transformation boost characters and stuff like that, you're gonna be looking pretty solid there. But I don't know yet. It's kind of hard to tell, but I do think he's going to be really, really good. I think all the units that we got from this campaign so far should be very solid and do a lot of FU damage. A lot. But let me know in the comment section below how you guys feel about this, and if you're looking very excited for these new units from this one, if you're still playing the skip because the Global Dokkan campaign's around the corner, what it is, let me know in the comment section below. But other than that, have an awesome day / night. Stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.